Hello YouTube, I am the person with many aliases and with another episode of Killer is Dead by Suda51. As you can see, we're at episode 12 already, out of, I believe, 13 episodes, so we're getting pretty close to the end of this series. Of course, before, I will do the story episode as soon as possible right now. I just want to remind myself that before this series is over, I'd like to finish off these last two Mondo girls. I don't know if I'll be able to do Scarlet by the end of this series, but well, I take what I can. Anyways, without further ado, I want to see what this one's about. So, alright. So it is one of the penultimate missions. I hope that I can finish that episode 13 isn't like a automatically occurring epilogue episode or anything like that. So, I really want to do the Mondo Girls, but first I want to finish
I'm going
this
to
one
execute
off.
David. David.
Hey, Mondo.
Why can't you come in like a normal person? The door's over there.
You know how we used to play chess? In chess, the player who makes the first move has the advantage. Which is why the other player should be happy when there's a stalemate. A tie.
I don't have time for your games.
Did the boss finally take care of his hernia?
Yeah, when he turned himself into a machine.
I see. Then that's good news. How's work been treating you?
Busy. No thanks to you.
Don't forget that you had the option of conquering the world with me.
I'll run that idea by the boss and give you an answer once we've had some time to think it through.
Don't you understand yet? Your so-called boss has been taking advantage of you all along.
What are you talking about?
You throw the sun at a black hole and all that'll happen is the sun gets sucked into oblivion. Which is why I've prepared an even stronger black hole. Checkmate. Now, where is Moon River?
What are you gonna do with her?
Kill her,
And why is that necessary?
so that you can become ruler of the moon.
I refuse.
The moon's not enough for you. Well, if you want the sun, then you're gonna have to kill Mika. Sorry, but I've already got dibs on the Earth.
Then I'll kill you. And take it.
You're gonna kill me? Your very own brother? You really are an impatient one.
It's my job, you see.
Then you leave me with no choice. You mind going somewhere else? Got a lot of bad memories here.
Sure. Why not? Action games are supposed to have wide open maps. Especially because you're the last boss, right?
The sound's been giving me trouble throughout all my recording. I have to check it out later. Might be something wrong with my connection.
here, David. Where are you?
You're late!
This is new.
Careful, Mondo, that's dark matter.
These guys already come off screen. My healing's doing pretty well though. I'm making a lot of money for once. I'm not really sure what that indicates, but I think the pictures have changed too. I'm just sort of exploring randomly at this point. I have already trouble having dodging. Just everything. And they always come off screen. It's a little bit troublesome. Yeah, I'm a bit stocky today. I
This all
apologize.
feels a bit familiar.
I remembered I missed this last time. Hopefully I can find something. I guess not this time. Maybe if there's a new game plus, I'll actually find. How do I? Whatever. Yeah, this stage seems to be mostly a rehash of the earlier ones, so there's not really much other than new enemy placement. It's a bit of a shame, but I guess at this point, you know, I'm not expected to find Scarlet anywhere. Well, yeah, next time, I guess. That wasn't really useful. Let's see if I can find anything better. Now that helps. I think every time I do that, it sort of indicates the conclusion of a fight. I know this is kind of an obvious fact, but these days, more fighting games have these little sequences that show that a fight is over, or, you know, a third-person shooter or a first-person shooter. You know, you always notice that, you know, it always indicates that, well, you know, that a fight has concluded in a room. Guys have terrible hit patterns. I seem to always have trouble dodging them. Anyways, I was saying those moments always indicate that a fight is concluded, because it's never really an obvious fact. There's always just a cool element. You know? It just takes a while for you to realize these sort of things. It's not, you know, especially in these sort of games where the music is always playing. Music is always useful for indicating when a fight is concluded or the mood has changed in any way.
I had my bats keep an eye on you. Now be a dear and bring that to me, yes?
I mean, obviously, the game can't afford to constantly be holding your hand and giving you text boxes to tell you every single aspect of the game. But all the same, you know, just because it throws you a symbol doesn't mean that a player will always be able to recognize what it indicates. Ah, damn bastard. Ruining my hit by combos. Making a lot of money. I wonder if I should buy something. Well, I probably should, since I'm still in the middle. Anything I can get now will probably help. Like this. Now that, well, the rest of the stuff's mostly just menial. I'm doing pretty well. Is that supposed to be a pun? An entendre? Killing these guys are important because they always spawn the smaller ones. And with two of them in one room, it's going to mean a lot of guys. I wonder if that guy... There he is. So yeah, you gotta know where these guys are. They're sort of... So I'm getting close to the end of this stage. All that's left is to confront the big dude. Again, I haven't found any scarlet secret spots in this map, so I guess, you know, it might be a design oversight or they just decide to do things by map. So anyways, it's a bit silly. Those big guys are always evil. Yeah, luckily got heating out of it. But these guys have a terrible hitbox. This is where some sub-weapons are really useful now. I'm starting to appreciate the freeze ray more. Just one guy? Alright. See, the shockwave of that attack seems to hit you even if you sort of dodge inside. Also, you know, I find it troublesome to dodge these guys. Ah.
Next, David.
Late! You're late! Mondo, I almost fell asleep waiting for you.
Who made me cut my way through a bunch of useless crap?
The moon is restless. Never mind. Let's get this over with.
I agree.
That's right. You see, this place is the moon's.
I remember now, brother.
Remember what?
You always talk too much. Let's do this.
You're too slow.
wrecked your palace. Now I'll wreck you!
This fight obviously doesn't want me to use my shooting. Oh, this is so certainly very exciting. Whoa! Yeah.
Enough of this. Let's finish it.
We enter the final chapter.
I still can't block fast enough.
You become strong, Mondo.
I think you just got weaker.
Mondo. You really think you've won this battle?
You've lost. Accept your death like a man.
You don't understand, do you? Do not forget. You and I are bound together by the same blood.
Don't make me repeat myself. You talk too much. Killer is dead. I see. I understand now. So that's how it is. David. Your blood and mine.
Welcome, Mondo.
please execute this man?
I think it's alright to talk over the credits. I did not expect it to be episode 12 to be the conclusion, but I guess I was thinking there'd be an epilogue or something, or an episode 13. Anyways, for it to be credits, that means it's the end of the game. Then that was kind of sudden. But I think, well, this is how do we? I'm thinking I should probably start speaking retrospectively now. I really enjoyed this game. I hope you did too, and that means that this video is going to go on for a little bit longer to record the credits, because I like to record the credits and talk over it. It's a as a game, I think it's a very competent hack and slasher. It's very fast. It's very smooth. The sword play is very easy. You don't feel bogged down. It's very simple. Suda likes using simpler combat mechanics. Maybe it's because of the size of his studio, maybe, so it doesn't isn't as crazy as like Bayonetta or Metal Gear Rising or anything like that. Thinking of, since I played Lollipop Chainsaw earlier, unlike Lollipop Chainsaw, of course, the fighting is a lot faster and it has a focus on sub-weapons, which, as you saw this video, I managed to get a lot more work out of. What do I say? Well, of course, the drawbacks. I still had trouble. The combat, the animation still didn't flow smoothly. So maybe it's a matter of getting used to the pacing of the fighting. But you know, I still had a lot of trouble switching from guarding to dodging, because the animation they didn't cancel into each other very well. I also had to complain a little bit about camera angles. It was just like, because of the sub-weapon function, it was combining third-person shooting with swordplay. There was no room to have a lock-on button, at least not in the shoulder buttons. But I still think that there's still a lot of buttons left. I'm sure that if you use like R3 or L3 or like, God forbid, the D-pad, there's still room for a lock-on button, but since there wasn't, you know, I had to constantly orient my aim to just make sure I could see all around me, and often it blindsided me a lot. I don't so that was one problem, but you know, it wasn't a huge issue since I still managed, but all the same, it was a little bit clunky in that sense. As for the story itself, well, I don't know, this would, you know, being a Suda game, people always be trying to analyze it. I myself, you know, since this episodic, it was a little bit disjointed, but and well, with the small cast that it had, like, the development was really focused on like a few of the guys, and because they were so busy just killing everybody, I guess, you know, I don't really know what to say, because what do I like the ending like that, you know, like what does it try to tell me, like what do I get out of an ending like that? like what does it mean? Of course, it's not like any other video game right now, where it's like just a straightforward plot, you know, like save the day and all that. But all the same, like the development was very fast, or just kind of chopped up in ways. So like I don't really know what the game was trying to aim for with this small plot, you know. But well, maybe I'll look at it in hindsight. But all the same, you know, I hope there is a new game plus, because obviously I didn't finish the Gigolo Girl missions, or the Mondo Girl missions, as I should say. Like the story episodes, you know, they have been disappearing, but I hope they come back. Otherwise, you know, what can I do? I promised I would record episode 6, since like my recording messed up on that one. I hope Suda had a lot of fun designing this game. I myself, like I am always looking for good hack and slashers. I'm not a huge FPS and third-person shooters. Well, they work better on PCs, but games like these I think work better when you have when it's controlled by thumb via joystick. You know, a lot more 360 movement. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with this game, and I hope I continue playing it, and I hope they enjoyed this video. Obviously, I don't think I'll cut out just yet. I want to show you guys what happens after. Not bad. So I want to see what the game tells me now. I'm at 43 minutes, so this will be a huge upload. You finished the game, well done. So it's a 13-hour game overall, which is decent. Died 40 times, number of times made beauty yours. Yeah. Very hard. So I want to see what's... Somehow I don't know what will happen next. If I have to, well, you can now, alright. So, yeah, luckily, as you can see, the older episodes are now up, so that's good. So, there's not much else to say, obviously. So luckily there's New Game Plus, and all that's left now is for me to finish this recording, and I hope that you enjoyed this series. Like I said, it was a very fun hack and slasher. Maybe it's not the most complicated, but it was very satisfying, because it had the perfect speed to it. You feel fast, you slice fast, but you don't feel too floppy, you don't feel too weak. So this was a person with many aliases doing Killer is Dead by Suda51 on normal difficulty. I'll keep playing around for longer, but for this video I hope that you enjoyed yourself, you enjoyed watching me, and if you have anything to say, just put it in the comments. And I hope you buy this game, because we always need more support for ambitious art design, if anything. So I'll cut off now, and I'll see you whenever I do. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and have a good day or good night.